I can tell you guys, like, growing up, we grew up, I mean, very poor, very poor, just trying to survive. Jake was my older brother. Jake was he loved the ukulele. That's all he did. And you know, like for me, like as a I don't know, I'm like 12 years old. I want to go to the park, play basketball. You know, I want to do that stuff. And Jake just wanted to play the ukulele. And I remember there were times where this is a true story. Like maybe 11, 12, I forget how old we were, but we'd walk to the park and he'd tell me like all he wanted me to do was just strum for him. Just strum something like just strum for him so he could practice the picking, right? And then that's all he wanted me to do. And I don't know. It was hard for me. Like I make mistakes. Just try it again. And I used to cry growing up playing the ukulele. I don't want to do this already. No, Bruce, you can. And it was kind of crazy the way that Jake was so obsessed with the ukulele. And I grew up with that. And then that's what I did. I was always growing up, I was always his backup guy. Like I would always strum for him so he can practice the picking. I would always do whatever I had to do so he could practice his part, right?
How much older is Jake?
He's 5 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of hated playing the ukulele. I hated it, but I would do it all the time. But he's 5 years older than me, so he could always beat me up if I did it. But he wasn't a bully. He was always a good brother. But he was always like, "No, Bruce, just try. No, strum this, cause I gotta practice this. I want this." I grew up hating the ukulele, and then
Hate's a strong word.
all right. I used to Richie. But I later on when I was in, so I was younger than 12 because middle school, intermediate school, I went to Washington. What was so weird is when I went to Washington Intermediate, junior high school, intermediate school, I didn't know anybody because I went to Alawai Elementary, and Alawai Elementary, they all went to Kaimuki Middle School, but I went to Washington, so I didn't know anybody. But it was kind of cool to see like these guys that came with their ukuleles, and they would play. I'm like, you guys suck. I'm
So you were better than them.
I swear anything they played, and we all tried to play the same music, right? So the same songs. So it's like, I can, and that's how I kind of made my way through intermediate school. It's like I was like the best ukulele player ever, you know, through their eyes, right? And I thought, maybe Jake was. Jake was right. I mean, maybe it was worth it. It was worth doing. I mean, there was something I hated, but I wanted to make friends, and I didn't know how to make friends. But these guys, they all played the ukulele, and they're like, "Holy shit, you're really good," you know. And Jake wasn't famous yet. High school, I mean, it's the same thing. I don't know. All right, let me just play another song. God damn it. Let me attempt to. See, if I knew that I was gonna play, my nail is grabbing. Yeah, let's
Your
try.
warm up for the 8th.
What is that?
Yeah,
Your
warm